Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Year of the Batman. Today's BTAS episode is A Bullet for Bullock. So, the premise of this episode is essentially somebody's trying to kill Harvey Dent, and the bad guys, it's actually kind of funny. I'll get into that. So, anyway, it starts off Harvey, he's on his way home, I guess from getting groceries because he's holding a grocery bag, and somebody attempts to run him down. So, Harvey, he ducks out of the way, he pulls a gun, and shoots the guy off. You later see him. So he's getting back to his apartment, and he's just tracking dirt all over. And the landlord's like, Harvey, you track mud all over my apartment. You have trash in there. You're attracting roaches. Can you please just fucking do better? And Harvey's like, yo, fuck you. I'll do whatever the hell I want. And I'm just like, does the landlord not get a say in any of that? Um, but I guess it's just kind of to highlight what kind of a bad person Harvey is. So later that evening, or maybe the next day, the back signal calls Batman to come in, and it's Harvey saying, "Hey, somebody's trying to kill me." The not HR, not the DA, like internal affairs is on my ass. I can't really trust anybody in the force, so I need your help. So I was like, all right, I just need to know like a list of people that would want to kill you. And he's like, yeah, it's it's gonna be a long one because I tend to put a lot of people away and bend the rules a little to do that. So yeah. So Batman he puts it in his computer system to like help narrow it down. Eventually, um, it does narrow it down. Some guy called Vinny the Shark who he was creating his own empire that would have been worth a fortune, but Harvey put a stop to that before he could cash in on it. So he recently just got out on good behavior. So they're like, huh, well, it's probably him that's been sending the threads and been trying to kill you. Well, Harvey says, and Batman's like, I don't know. I feel like if they wanted you dead, you'd be dead. And Harvey's like, nah, you're being silly. So they confront Vinny and they take him down. And sorry, I had a little bit of a stroke there. So Vinny, he's like, look, listen, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I didn't send no threats. Don't get me wrong. I want you dead, but I didn't send anybody to kill you or threaten you. So yeah. And he's like, I don't know what to do. So he gets back to his house and somebody pulls a gun on him, and it turns out to be the landlord from before because Harvey's just such a shitty tenant that he was trying to scare him off, but the tenant or the landlord's like, "All right, you didn't take my warning, so I'm gonna have to put you down." But Batman, he knew it wasn't over, so he stepped in, takes the guy down, and yeah, that's the episode. Not really a bunch to like. I felt like this was a speed run of a video, but I mean, there's not really much to go on or to explain. There's a lot of action in this episode, a lot of good action, I will say. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's a pretty simple story. It's just more of a deep dive into Harvey's character and how he's like a shitty person, but still a good cop. Well, not a good cop. He kind of bends the rules, and he tells Batman, he's like, me and you aren't so different because we both bend the rules. And Batman's like, I'm nothing like you. All right, we're on the same coin, but we're two different coins. So, which I'm just like, Batman, you scare the absolute shit out of criminals and you break bones. I think like the only difference between you two is Harvey's kind of a jerk because he doesn't accept bribes or anything. So it's just like, why are you coming after him like that? At least he is, a police officer doing his mostly due diligence. You're just like, all right, I'm the law. I'm Batman. Everybody's gotta obey me. But I don't know. But yeah, good stuff. You see a little bit of humility in Harvey actually thanking Batman and all that stuff. But yeah, I really don't know what else to talk about. I mean, there's some other stuff like he's asking Summer Gleason for a favor about finding the location of Vinny, and she's like, no. And he looks through her office, and she catches him, and she's like, get the fuck out. And then another one where him and Renee Montoya are doing like some kind of drug bust, and they catch the guys, and Batman comes in and saves Harvey's life when Harvey does return the favor later. So I mean, it's one of those things like a lot happens but nothing happens. It's still a good story. I will say also, there's a lot of jazz in this episode, kind of like reminiscent of like the 1940s detective dramas, and it's really good because there's like renditions of like the Arkham or the Batman the animated series music in here, and it's really good. But yeah, I mean, I really don't have too much to say on this episode. It's just good. Um, and then the the plot twist of being the landlord, that's just fun because it's just a guy that was like so annoyed with Harvey. But yeah, short one today. I'll just say this is a good 5 out of 7. Just good. Bye bye.